shake, now bounce, now pop, now drop, now twerk, now work, now come on.
Happy Valentine's Day and happy Black History Month. But you already know we celebrate in 365 that blackity black black. Welcome to Only in the Shy, where we celebrate, we honor, and we spotlight masterpieces of Chicago. Now, anytime our amazing guest star comes on this show, they talk about their passion, their purpose, and their transformed pain. And our ultimate goal is to drive healing, inspiration, and impact. Now, y'all, we got a diva coming on today. Yes, she is dynamite, okay? Dynamic and diligent in everything that she does. So please, warm up the room. Yes, let's make it a little melodic. And let's give it up for none other than the amazing, diva-esque Nyfesha. Come on in, Miss Nyfesha. Hi. Okay, let's give it to him. Here we go. Madame.
I love it.
All right. Are you ready to go on this Only in the Shy journey?
Absolutely. I am so ready. I'm here for it.
Okay. So, one thing that we do at Only in the Shy is that we believe in checking in the guest star, okay?
Okay.
We never ask of our guest star without making sure that we first check on them. So here, we come with many things on the show. Here, I have a dice, okay?
Okay.
So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna give it to you. You're gonna toss it up in the air with one hand. And whatever side your thumb lands on, that determines what activity you do.
Okay.
So you just want to throw it up in the air, and then we're going to see what side it lands on, just with one hand, though.
With one hand.
Yep.
All right.
You didn't play basketball in your years, but it's okay. All right. You got to do it again, just one hand, just like a little, yeah, there you go. Okay, what's that? Bless her, Lord. Okay, we just going to act like it landed on 4. Okay, it landed on 4.
Okay.
Okay, so for you, thinking about the waves in the ocean. So you know how you have your calm waves, you have your raging waves, you have your subtle waves. What kind of wave best describes how you are feeling on today or how you're feeling in this season of life?
Good question.
Thank you.
I would have to say that I am on a subtle wave. The subtle wave is a good wave, though. It's a wave of just somewhat feeling fulfilled. Not somewhat. I do actually feel very fulfilled in this season. I feel more calm and collect. I feel like things are about to take off for me in a whole different way, more than I ever imagined.
Okay.
And it's just getting started. So I feel the subtlety of that wave.
Okay.
But it's a subtlety of confidence and feeling like it's going somewhere great.
Okay. All right, well, we're about to go somewhere great on this episode. You ready?
I'm absolutely ready. I'm here for it, like I said.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we believe that knowing the origin of a person is kind of like the trailer to a movie. It's like a little teaser to get the context of you. So we want to be in your business, get to know Nyfesha a little bit.
All right.
So who are you the daughter to whom, and where were you born and raised?
I am the daughter to Cinnabella Gill.
Okay.
Born and raised in Chicago, and John Islam, born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama.
Wow.
Yes.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama. That's my dad's upbringing. And somehow two hearts found each other in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
And I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
Wow. So wait, how many years did you live in Alabama, and then when did you move to Chicago?
So it's funny that you asked that, because I was born in California. My parents were married in Chicago. So during that time of my early childhood, I lived in Chicago, Illinois, from birth up until 8 years old.
Okay.
It wasn't until I was about 10 years old that I had a very brief upbringing in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So
Yes.
it's like a little bit in Alabama, but like most in Chicago.
And mostly in Chicago. And then, of course, well, you might not know, not of course, I actually moved to California as well in my adolescence. So I was raised in California.
Wow.
So there's a lot of layers. Like I said, there's,
Okay.
I'm giving you the brief version of it, but yes.
Right. Now, the people want to know, I want to know. Okay, so like where in Chicago were you raised?
I was actually raised in Hyde Park.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's giving South Side. Okay, because you already know it's a battle in Chicago. Is you East Side, West Side, South Side? Okay, South Side all day. I could feel it on you.
Yes, Hyde Park, Kenwood alumni. Yes, that's when I moved to Chicago.
Yeah.
During the middle of high school, my junior year to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was already resided in Chicago, Illinois, and it happened to be Hyde Park. home of the Obamas.
Period.
Proud of that.
Come on, Kenwood
And
Academy alum.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't know what I was coming into. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Came into greatness.
Yes, and it happened to be one of the best decisions I made as an adolescent.
Okay.
As a teen.
So I'm hearing, Nyfesha, of like different worlds. We got the Chicago world, we got the Alabama world,
Yes.
we got the California world. Now, I know personally that you're involved in many worlds. I mean, she is very talented, if you will. But
thank you.
On today, we're focused on specifically about cosmetics. So thinking about the world of cosmetics, there's so many different companies and businesses and products. Why did you, out of all of the companies in the cosmetic world, decide to start a skincare line?
Another great question, Marisa. I would have to say what led me to this career choice was theater, being an entertainer. So early in my adolescence, I was always a theater buff. I was always into just the entertainment scene, if you will. And being in that industry, of course, we'd have to be glitz and glam, you know, behind the scenes. If we didn't have a makeup artist on set, we'd have to do it ourselves backstage in the dressing rooms.
Period.
But I wasn't a professional. I didn't really know how to do any of that. I mean, we just had to kind of make sure everything was overly done, you know, for the stage with lights and things like that.
Okay.
Until something led me to wanting to learn professionally how to do makeup. And when I was in high school, MAC was a big deal. MAC Cosmetics. I remember that was like a big makeup line.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, I remember wanting to freelance. Later in life, I decided to kind of want to learn freelance makeup, and that led me to working at MAC as a freelance makeup artist.
Okay.
I did that for about 2 years, and then from that, I said, I want to learn about the skin, the origin of skin and all the things, you know, just how to take care of your skin without the makeup, you know, like how your skin should be before you put all this gook on it.
Right.
And then I ended up going to school to Paul Mitchell, took up a trade and became an esthetician. And so that led me to, hence now being the skincare enthusiast, if you will, slash esthetician, and the lover of just all things skin.
Nice.
I always say my favorite motto is, your makeup is only as good as your skin. So it's like if you have good makeup, the secret to good makeup is having good skin. So yes, when I take all this stuff off, you know, which I don't wear a lot, I only wear a little bit, just so you know. This is really natural with just a little lippy. No.
Woke up like this.
Up like this. But yes, underneath it, my skin still looks good and it's nice and flawless. I don't have a whole lot of bad stuff going on underneath it, and I pride myself in being the skincare enthusiast, taking good care of it.
Nice.
So, yes.
So as a skin enthusiast, I love that word. So it seems like you are taking like almost like a map. So first you started theater.
Yes.
Learning how to be your own like person, and then it kind of traced back to high school with Max, seeing that cosmetic. Then we're in a different part of math as an esthetician, and then that leads to the skincare.
That's exactly correct.
So it kind of seems like you were already like making moves on your own chessboard, which kind of leads me to thinking that life is like chess. You took a lot of risks. Some of the risks you were already taking when you were younger and didn't even realize it.
Yes.
And then fast forward like now. And then also, similar to chess, you made a lot of moves. Now, can you tell us thinking about everything that you have to have done from the beginning to now, what are the top 4 iconic moves that you had to take in order to build like a skincare line, especially as a Black woman in the industry? So think about all the things you've done. What are like your 4 top like iconic moves that you've had to place on your chessboard in order to build your skincare?
I would have to say 2020 was the year that I decided to take a leap to do my own thing. Outside of working for other spas or salons in the skincare industry. And I opened up a brick and mortar, and I was working out of my own space in 2020. I took that leap. Unfortunately, during that time, unbeknownst to me and the world, there would be a shift shortly after that decision. So as a result of the shift with pandemic, the shelter in place, all that happened literally at the blink of an eye. And at that time, I had my own studio that I had been paying on, leasing for about maybe 6 months to a year, and
Right.
I finally decided I'm going to do it now. You know, I just paid the rent, and I didn't take the leap until 2020.
Okay.
And then I had to pivot when that happened. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't work out of the studio. I was considered a non-essential business.
Okay.
So from that point, I said, I need to figure out something, you know, and that's when I came up with my own skincare line. So starting with the brick and mortar, number 2 would be creating the skincare line
Mm-hmm.
and stamping my name on it so that my patients, clients would be able to take care of their skin from the comfort of their home if they couldn't come to me for services.
Okay, come
So
on,
that was
paying
number
attention
2.
to like the customer.
Absolutely.
Paying attention to the needs.
That's right.
Okay.
So I would say that would be number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 3 is staying the course. I didn't shut it down. I kept the business going even in the midst of what
That's
was taking place with the
big.
pandemic.
It's a big deal.
And I succeeded that business for about 4 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Successfully, I stayed open.
So take the course.
Yes.
Okay, that's the 3rd. Then what would you say is like your 4th also one? And it doesn't have to be like a physical. It could be even like a spiritual, an emotional, because that's a part I feel like the iconic moves we have to make in life as well. What would you say would be like your 4th one?
I would say, in short, it would be choosing happiness over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and
Give more.
there's some layers to that when I
Yeah.
say choosing happiness, because there was some life changes in the midst of
Absolutely.
pandemic,
Okay.
businesses, trying to keep my entrepreneurial face on and
Okay.
stay afloat on that end, and then having to make some personal decisions and choosing myself over all of the things, and being in the space that I am now, just knowing that without the strength that I carry and
Yes.
having, you know, good support system around me and just knowing myself and knowing what I'm capable of, I had to make a decision to choose myself and my happiness in order to maintain all of the things that I wanted to continue to accomplish or sustain rather.
So I feel like almost like you had to be willing to be in the back for a while. Like in
Yes.
the back with the brick and mortar, be in the back with the studio, be in the back when the pandemic is happening, but still having faith even if you cannot see based off of the external.
Yes.
And then be in the back in the sense of like, I'm a root for me. I got to be the cheerleader for me in the back, because if I don't, no one else will.
Yes.
Which is like chess. I feel like you have to be willing to like analyze and take a step back to see the future, if you will.
Absolutely. Because when you think about all those different changes and how it happened, that affects you as well internally, mentally. Like you're trying to be all the things and again, pivot and still stay afloat and still maintain and manage.
Right.
But there's a sense of you that's feeling like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, is this really like, is this even, should I keep going? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because there's moments where you just want to give up. Like, I just want to give up. Like, I keep having all these little bricks in the wall, you know, and all these things that are stumbling blocks, if you will, and it can mess with you mentally and your spirit. It can kind of bring you down because you feel like, okay, maybe this is not the course I should be on.
Right.
But some way, somehow, things kept on moving. And so I would have to say, yeah, the happiness and just finding myself and choosing me in the end, that's a huge, to me, power goal or power move rather, just to choose yourself and say, are you happy while you're doing all these things? And I think during some of those moments I wasn't, again, in some personal areas, and so I had to find that place again.
So speaking of movement, all right, I'm so excited. You know, only in a shy, you never know what to expect. So, quick question, Miss Nyfesha. Have you ever seen the movie Bring It On?
I have. That's Gabrielle Union, right?
Right. It's
Yes.
Gabrielle. Okay, hey girl, hey. Okay, so do you remember the song, Oh Mickey, you so fine, you blow my mind, hey Mickey?
Yes, I do.
All right, so here, I'm going to give you this, okay? This is going to be our beautiful, you know, pom-pom is giving decor representing Valentine's, okay? So, we're going to do a Fesha and Mar duet since we both have theater and acting background. We're going to put our improv to the test.
Okay.
So, we're going to replace the word Mickey with Skin. So, like, for example, it would be like, oh, Skin, you're so fine, you blow our mind, hey, Skin, hey, Skin. Okay. And then we're gonna like literally like add some adjectives and what we think about Skin. So it's a very improv base.
Okay. Yes.
So just, you know, hop on with me. All right,
Sure.
Here we go.
Sounds good.
All right, you got your pom-pom?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. You know, make it cute, make it fluffy.
Okay.
All right, it's giving a 1, 2, 3, here we go. Oh, Skin, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey, Skin. Hey, Skin. Hey. Oh, skin, you're so fine, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, skin. Hey, skin. So pure in the sea, divine and lovely.
So pretty and pink. It makes me want to think.
Oh, okay, we're gonna hit it with the chorus again. This is good. Okay. Oh, skin, you're so fine, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, skin. Hey, skin. Hey. Oh, skin, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, skin. Hey, skin. Melanated and rich can never be duplicated.
Yes, love that. Vitamin C, I see you. Confidence. It never makes you blue.
Period. All right. Listen, it's about vocabulary. Don't judge the rhymes. Don't judge. As English India says,
I've never been a lyricist.
Don't judge us. Please don't judge us. It's beautiful. All right. So I actually want to circle back to something you said about like the cost, right?
Yes.
I feel that the bigger the dreams or the bigger the visions that we have, I feel like the bigger the like opposers, the enemies. And one enemy that I feel gets really big when we're accomplishing our dreams is fear. And so I would love for you to talk about, when was there a time where you feel like fear almost cost you from even pursuing the skincare line?
When I first opened up my skincare studio, my actual brick and mortar, again, I had the place for maybe about 6 months to a year before I actually took the leap and opened it up to the public.
What made you like hesitant? Like, why didn't you just go after it? Even though you're great, like as a mom, you're great as a friend. Like there's so many great divine things about you. Like, why be fearful of that?
And so that segues into the happiness piece that I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
So I was dealing with personal things that led up to it.
Okay.
And mentally set back, like I was just kind of stuck in a rut. I didn't want to lose the security of the actual job, working my 9 to 5, to just jump into my own thing. So there's fear. You don't know if, with the changes that's taking place in your life, if that's going to fully just knock you off where you're fully, you're depending on just your own thing. And so for me, there was fears. The fear factor is, am I going to be as successful working on my own as an entrepreneur for the first time? I've never really done that before. And how's that going to look if I don't succeed? Terrible, right? I know that's a terrible thing, because I knew that I could be successful, and that's why I did it to start. But when the time came to actually jump fully into it and dive in, I questioned my security. So yes, that's a real thing.
I wonder if we have to experience being insecure in order for us to believe that the dream is real. You know how like all of us have these dreams, but I feel like it's not until you're put into the test and you have to get out of your comfort to see, do you really still believe in the dream, or is that dream for you, or is it for someone else? Because I feel like if you hadn't been pushed into having to open up the brick and mortar, you wouldn't have understand the resilience of yourself. You wouldn't have understand, or you wouldn't even have been ready to believe in the skincare line during a pandemic. Because remember, you said a lot of things were shutting down. They didn't even see you as an essential. So I wonder if insecurity builds the security of the dream. And if we're always secure, then the dream will never be secure, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Okay.
That's very true.
So thinking of that, you talked about earlier that you're a skin enthusiast. I love that. And then you're also an esthetician. All right, so I have a little game for us. So this is called Guess the Product. So I'm going to give a riddle, and you have to guess what product it is.
Okay.
All right. Now, remember, you said you licensed, so, the world gets to see. But we don't judge, okay? We celebrate. All right. So it's going to be 3 riddles, and then you guess it.
Okay.
Remember, I'm rooting for you. But if you're wrong, I'm going to hit you with that. You're wrong.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. I'm thick. Remember, these are riddles about the product. So you can pay attention to the body. But it's a part of the riddle. Okay. I'm thick. I am found in a jar. People use me when they are in a nuck if you buck situation. What am I? I'm thick. I'm found in a jar. And people use me in a nuck if you buck situation.
Moisturizer?
Okay, take one more guess. I'll give you a hint. Back in the day when y'all used to fight, you put that hair in that ponytail.
Vaseline?
There you are, all right. Okay, coming through. Okay, she got 1 point. All right, here's the next one. I have become a trend. I'm pretty expensive, and I am an uplifter. What am I?
Vitamin C.
Okay. Vitamin C within a. Within a.
Cleanser?
So close. Serum.
Oh, the serums.
You know how
Okay.
like it's really trendy now?
Yes.
Now like everybody capping on these expensive
Yes,
prices.
yes, yes.
Then it like uplifts like the natural like brightener.
That's right. The serum.
Right,
Yes,
okay.
Yes, yes.
Hot is my nemesis. I'm pretty accessible in most stores, and if you don't have me on, your skin is screwed. What am I? Hot is my nemesis. I'm pretty accessible in most stores, and if you don't have me on, your skin is screwed. What am I?
Skin toners.
Okay, one more time. Guess one more.
And a moisturizer.
Okay, hot is my nemesis. Like, that's my enemy. I don't like it.
SPF.
Right, come on, sunscreen. All right.
Sunscreen, SPF. Okay.
There we are. Okay,
Okay.
here's our last one. I'm your boo thing after the event, okay? I'm multi-talented. Dirt never scared me. I'm your boo thing after the event. I'm multi-talented, and dirt never scared me.
Facial wash.
Okay, that's a part of one of the talents. Think about, let me give you a hint. So after you come from this event, you typically use this to take it off your face.
Oil cleanser. Or just a cleanser. In general, you take it facial wipes.
Right. This is how you can tell she's the licensed esthetician. I'm not. So maybe I'm the wrong one. She's not. Makeup remover.
The makeup remover.
I'm your boo thing after the event. I'm multi-talented. You know, I handle the dirt, the mascara, the lipstick.
Yes.
You feel me? Okay, okay.
And it's funny because I don't use makeup removers ever. I just use cleansers. I never use makeup
Whole
removers.
time I'm like, oh my goodness,
Yes.
I'm on the Nyfesha
No,
lane.
it's okay, it's okay, it's
Oh,
okay.
you use
I don't
cleansers.
use any makeup remover ever.
Really?
I just use an oil cleanser.
Whole time I thought
Oil
you did.
cleanser or a
Oh.
facial wash.
Tell us, give us deets. Why? Why only? Like, why only oil? Like, only cleansers and not makeup remover?
When you're using the makeup removers, a lot of times they
catch
have,
this, ladies and gents. Okay, catch
they're
it.
infused with a lot of alcohol, which of course dries the skin out. When you use oil cleansers, which is of course kind of contrary to popular belief, they're not good because it's infused with more oil. The vitamin C oil that I carry and I use, it's placing the good oils back into your skin, hydrating the skin. It's helping with collagen stimulation and all those things while removing all the impurities and environmental toxins. So that's the key, and it's very essential for every single day use while hydrating the skin. So you want to make sure you're putting that moisture back into the skin and plumping the skin at the same time. So you're switching out all the, you know, again, contrary to popular belief or what most believe to do, is to use your regular makeup removers to take everything off with the alcohol and all that, but it's really not good for the skin. So I would definitely encourage any and everyone who's watching this to start using your oil cleanser for the removal of makeup. And again, it's going to take off all that gook and all that environmental mess.
Yes.
And it's going to place all the good oils back into the serum, because mine is a serum, back into your skin.
All right.
And then you'll also pair that with a facial wash, which I also carry a good facial wash that lathers
I'm gonna catch
very
these
well.
plugs, okay?
Yes.
Catch these plugs. Keep going.
And it has a good lather, and again hydrates, because we want to always put that extra moisture back into the skin and hydrate it. Hydration is very important.
Okay.
Because we want to put all the moisture back into the skin that we don't get from just drinking water. A lot of times people think drinking water is gonna, of course that's good, but you have to do the external part too. So they go hand in hand.
Nice. I love how you said we have to like bring into like hydrate. It makes me think about like our ancestors. When we were accomplishing dreams, one thing I love about our ancestors is that if we look back in time, it was very selfless.
Yes.
It's about how is this going to impact the community? How is this going to impact other people, right? Not just only taking in within self like we would do if we had the cleanser, but like how are we giving? So thinking about your skincare line, how are you serving others?
It helps others because going back to what we just said, a lot of women or people alike, men and women, don't use skincare. They don't have a regimen. They don't even purchase skincare products.
Okay.
And so it's kind of enlightening to learn that. Like, wow, no judgment. I understand because I was the same way before I learned.
Respect.
So it's just a matter of each one teach one. I'm big on that.
Each one teach one.
Just teaching another person what, you know, I didn't know before I learned myself.
Right. And what
That's
they say,
it.
health is wealth, right?
That's right, it is.
Love it. Well,
Yes.
since you do so well in each one teach one, one thing that we are big about in Only in the Shy is giving respect and spotlight to the people in front of us. So we personally want to say to you, thank you. We
You're so
thank you for
welcome.
being just an amazing queen, starting a skincare line. That is not easy. First, just being a woman, there are a lot of stigmas and stereotypes that people have over us.
Yes.
And so we salute you for sticking in it. We salute you for breaking barriers. We salute you for not keeping a gem that God gave you to yourself and having this fabulous skin, but
Thank you.
instead sharing the wealth with everyone, but doing it with such grace.
Thank you.
We thank you for telling your story and not giving up, because there's a lot of risks that you were taking. It sounds like you've been going through a lot of personal things. So to
Yes.
still be here, still fighting,
Thank you.
and not realizing that you are truly helping so many people that you may never meet, we salute you. So on
Thank you
behalf
so
of Only in
much.
a Shy, we want to give you your beautiful flowers because we
Aw.
want you to know just
Thank
how
you.
special you are. So,
Thank you,
oh
thank
no, it's
you,
for
thank
you, like your flowers.
Oh, wow, literally,
Like-
my flowers. Oh, so sweet.
You like looking like, yeah. And I'm like, here's your flowers.
Verbal
this
flowers,
guy.
you know, now that, thank you so much,
Of
Release.
course,
Thank you.
yes.
I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. I mean, we.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, the flowers. It's twofold. Like the flowers represent the flowers that you give unto people and like how you serve and of servitude, and then the flowers also represent the multicolored labor of the amazing Nyfesha.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
How gratifying this is.
Of course.
And you, if I can just add, are just such a beautiful
Aw.
burst of energy and light and love.
Thank
And
you.
the vibe here in this atmosphere just feels so warm. You all aren't here to feel what I'm feeling, but from the moment I walked in, you have made me feel so welcome and so seen and so heard. And I know that sometimes, you know, I can be a little shy, surprisingly. You probably learned a little bit of that today. I love being able to share and just be amongst greatness. And I know that this is something that is definitely heading towards just greatness and the greatness that you are and that you exude. So thank you and keep up the good work. Stay the course. You're a beautiful, phenomenal woman.
Thank you. Y'all, this wasn't scripted, okay? So
Not at
don't
all.
be thinking like I told her to like give me some compliments on the show.
Not at all. Not
Thank
at all.
you.
Yes.
All right, so before we depart together, what flower would you like to offer a person who wants to start that dream, but life is lifing around them? Like, what would you tell them? So life is lifing around them, but they have this dream. They feel it in their spirit, and they really want to do that goal. They want to take that risk, but it's something holding them. Like, what would you want to like tell them in this moment?
To do it scared. Do it scared and do it without fear.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I had to learn on my own the hard way. I
Yeah.
did it scared. I did it fearfully.
Do it
I did it
fearfully.
with personal problems and all the things happening in the trenches.
Yeah.
But just do it anyway.
Do it scared.
Yeah. You're going to fail. If you're going to fail, fail forward.
Period.
Fail forward. And you're going to keep failing even when you have success.
Repeat that
That's-
again, please.
Yes, you're
from the
going to
top.
continually fail. But my thing is, nothing beats a failure but a try. So just keep on moving. Don't
Right.
stop. Just keep on moving.
You heard it from this fearless, okay, esthetician, skin enthusiast, none other than Nyfesha. So make sure you all stay tuned, okay? That Shy Light is coming. Go ahead, get your snacks, but come ye right back because Madam is about to take over. It's going to be great to watch. So I am Marlisa.
And I am Nyfesha of Nyfesha Sarah Skincare.
Come on, plug, okay? And we will see you soon. Bye.
So on today's Shy Light, I'd like to point out 3 central products by Nyfesha Sarah Skincare. The first one is my eye corrector serum. It has your triple peptides, which is good for hydrating the under eyes. It's going to help to brighten, bring them back to life. If you're struggling with those dark circles, sleepy, tired eyes, this is going to be your go-to for daily use, morning and night. Before you start your day, put on your makeup and all those things, I would highly suggest you use the eye corrector serum. The next product is my daily wash, my daily cucumber cleanser. And this is really good for daily use. Once again, it is a daily cucumber cleanser. You're going to wash and lather the skin morning and night as your daily routine. You're going to just put a dollop of this in the hand, lather it around the face, around the décolleté, which is around the neck area, up, all over. And you're going to just give it a good lather. It's good. Again, hydration, hydration, hydration. You want to hydrate the skin. It's going to give the skin a nice, supple, filling, soft looking, healthy skin. And you're going to have a really, really good glow in the aftermath. If you want some glazed donut looking skin, this is your go-to. And then lastly, I like to point out my Perfect 10 oil cleanser. And this oil cleanser is going to get you right. If you are a person that likes makeup like myself, this is probably the best oil cleanser on the market, on the shelf. And you'll thank me later. I don't have to sell it. It sells itself. You're going to put a dollop of this on your face for all over wear, and it will easily just melt and strip away all that stubborn, hard to remove makeup, including that long wearing lipstick that you've had on that's a lip stain or whatever have you. This is your product that will take it all off. So the Perfect 10 oil cleanser is your must-have and your go-to for every single night and day use to remove all of those impurities, environmental toxins, and all that stubborn makeup. And there you have it, Nyfesha Sarah Skincare. If you're interested in the Nyfesha Sarah Skincare line, you can purchase these products and so much more at www.nyfeshasarahskincare.com. Again, that's www.nyfeshasarahskincare.com. Thank you all.
Okay, so I told y'all, right, it was good. Yes, that Shy Light was juicy, all right? Make sure, go ahead and tell your family members, you know, maybe even have a watch party the next time. So please make sure you guys follow us on all of our platforms. You have our Instagram at OnlyInTheShy1. Then you have our YouTube, Only in the Shy. And then our newest edition, praise God, we are on Spotify podcast at Only in the Shy. Now remember, last episode, episode 4, we said that anyone that made a caption, they would be personally shout out. So drum roll, please. I know it's giving pink. So we want to shout out none other than the amazing Kevin Baker. Shout out to you, bro. We see you and we thank you for making that creative caption. Now, until we gather again, village, make sure that you continue to water your gardens of passion, of purpose, and transform pain. Because there, that is where lies the unlimited possibilities. We are out.
That do both, it ain't a thing for me. The black woman is everything, the black woman is gold. The black woman's the reason why my heart is never cold. You see, the black woman is precious, the black woman is bold. Black women, they never fold, and they're more precious than gold. Look, the black woman is everything, the black woman is gold. The black woman's the reason why my heart is never cold. You see, the black woman is precious, the black woman is bold. Black women, they never fold, and they're more precious than gold. Melanated views with Jews, wiser than Solomon. This is my acknowledgement, never question the knowledge. They so poppin', bunch of shots they miss. Society can't stop the shift. When the college poppin' Chris are standing on a block for rent, you special. Know the texture of your hair, the style to clothes you well. The knowledge that you hold is rare, so give all that back to yourself.